I've decided to do away with the end card. I was listening to it yesterday when I was editing and I thought, it sounds a little outdated, a little bit too much like my old vlog. We've come a long way since then. I started the end cards as a way to put my other videos at the end of every video, and I did that back when I was hoping— what is wrong with my voice? I did that when I was hoping to grow my channel. Obviously, that's not really happening. I think it's time to fully embrace the fact that this will always be a very small YouTube channel for a few of my very closest friends and myself. So I'm doing away with them. As a parting video, I have put together a part 2 outro supercut. In a week when this video comes out, I will put that one out as well as a goodbye to that outro music that has been with me since very early on. Switch angles. In other news, I've finished The Planets by Gustav Holst, design class project. And do y'all remember the first time I had this idea? I didn't have this idea this semester. I had it like years ago, before I went to college, and just never had time to create these characters. In my quest for music theory, I came upon this video by Gustav Holst. It'd be really cool if I had a massive design session where I designed all of the planets in character form. However, today I'm working on a caricature design. I'm trying to cross Ezra with a giraffe. He does not look amused. But I'm happy to say, these characters here were vaguely what was in my head when I first had the idea to turn Gustav Holst's The Planets into characters. I'm really happy that I've finished this project, and in honor of this project, I shall be using these 5 planets from Gustav Holst's The Planets as the underscore to this vlog. I'll put down here which planet is playing at which time. Wow!
A lot of vans out there.
I just finished this. I started it the other night, and it's just one play. So, for all intents and purposes, it should be digestible within the confines of a usual time that it takes to perform a play. One would think, except I'm a terribly slow reader. So I started at like, 9 p.m., went to 10 and 11 and 12, and 1 and 2, and I was like, I'm gonna finish this play. Finally it got to 4 p.m. and I was just, I can't concentrate, I can't think straight, I can't get through it. I'm only halfway through this play. So I just set it aside, and then that was the night that you saw the storm hit. I was awake already. It was like 6, the sun wasn't up yet. I read like 3 more pages and then fell back asleep. So I finally just finished it. It took 3 different sittings. I should have expected that, but you know, wishful thinking. It's done. My thoughts? Meh. Not enough winter. Not my favorite Shakespeare play. What is my favorite Shakespeare play? I think King Lear. Also currently reading Moby Dick, which is a really good afternoon book I've found. Whenever I'm just like feeling lazy in the afternoon hours and not getting much done, I just take a minute to just like read one, 2 chapters. It's a big book. If I was gonna try to like take it on and like read it all within a certain time limit or something, it would drive me crazy. So I'm just taking my time with that one. And then I'm about to start this one, which was recommended by Ezra a long time ago to me, and I'm very excited to read it because what Ezra likes always interests me. Whether I think it's good or not, I always think it's interesting. So, very excited to read that book. And then I also have to record a song for musical theater workshop. The one I was telling you about where we have to research Andrew Lloyd Webber and pick a song from one of his musicals to sing. I chose one from Evita because I really like Evita, but I don't think I'm going to get to be in that show because I don't look Argentinian. Argentinian, but it's a fun song. Here's a clip. High flying adored. I'm working on my sophomore year video. Do you remember when I did my freshman year video? It's turning out fine. The challenge, of course, is getting it down to like less than 5 minutes. Right now, it's about 8.5, but I have a really cool idea for the end. If you remember my freshman year video, I just happened to have the perfect opportunity to get a clip of all of the seniors in one place before graduation. So I could stick that at the end of the freshman year and have it be like, here are the friends I made in the class that's graduating. I didn't have that opportunity this year because we left, but I have a really cool idea to get a clip of each individual senior from wherever I can find that, which is the tricky part, and then put those into boxes so that it looks like they're on Zoom. It looks cool in my head. So this senior Zoom conference thing that I'm going to put at the end of the video is really turning out cool. It's more complex than I anticipated. The Zoom template was not actually the hard part, because I downloaded this image from Google, and then all I did was select one of the rectangles here. I took out the faces. Then I filled the layer underneath with green so that everything showing through would be green. And that's how I got this image. So bringing that image into my video software, I was able to green screen out those holes so that I had the template with open spaces so I could put all of the people inside. So you can see as I hide each layer here, they each disappear one by one. Now the difficult and time-consuming part was step 1, finding clips of each of the people to pull into this sequence. And the part that made it complicated was that not only did I have to find all of the clips of the people to use, but if I go into the effects panel and eliminate the crop effect that I have on some of these, you'll see the actual clip is larger than the little square, so I had to crop a bunch of them down to the actual rectangle in order to zoom in on the people, and that took a lot of time. And of course positioning them everywhere and choosing when the clips went in and out, because not all of the clips were the length that I needed, so I had to intersperse the actual clip with clips of just their name, like you saw a minute ago. So they're going to be flickering in and out of clips of them versus just their name for this duration, and all that work for 13 seconds at the end of my sophomore year video. Lovely. I even have it in its own sequence because of all the layers that it has to use, so that I can render it out like that and then just have one video clip to put into the actual sequence of the video. So I'm very excited to be coming to the end of that. And in other news, I finished my Theory 3 composition. I'll have Mom play that today and insert that here. Perfect. I've been sending it to my professor as I've been doing it, and he's been correcting things as I go, things like that. So this is the Theory 3 final, essentially. Heading into finals week next week, and what a finals week. We'll see how that goes. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next week.